yeah, I'm fine. A priori do have.
Okay, yeah, you good?
Oh yeah.
Touch.
The advantage of ceasefire without a Russian use military presence, there will never be ceasefire. Check 2023, but about the ceasefire is going to continue use. But against ceasefire in the UN, the ceasefire is far from us. If Russian status quo, the one persistence warfare opposite to such conflicts and crisis and presence in Israel ensures white supremacists war making Jenkins 2023, just as an object, God's will terrorist repression magnitude depends on how long we America, whether America is drawn in. Israel must have groups that opportunity to defense Arab interest, also could have broken intervention as well, and has never been authorities resist over defense for Israel, used to carry out retaliatory estimates, simplified political war, reinvigorated war rights and resistance, God's turned attacks and mass casualty effects, and US withdrawal is uniquely key. Anything else causes great power escalation and nuclear roll up in 2023. Sitting here is benefit of that's on the sides of the Arab world of the US. It's part of the country has itself to take Israelis around. That's already talking to United Islamic spirits is only a little bit the US is now a critical and nuclear war inevitable for everyone to make a vision not to use up. It's going to be Russia will come to picture China use opportunities to launch Taiwan or total period nuclear holocaust. And it logically proves to shred a possibility who said it sure can wait. One possibility two doses were doubling which wasn't 2 that's always possible. 4 is 2 then double if double is identical actually 5. If it doubles possible identical 8 even if it's 2 for many there's no better route than to make a continued violence and just minimizing militarism here is funny. More military borders and states of exception without arguing to states of powers. How can you survive without transfer political combination states of alternatively evolve from bottom-up contradictions are unavoidable. Kind of which non-promising can go. Plan. The United States ought to substantially reduce its military presence in Israel. The plan to his resolution, which I from true generates only prove my success. Same people offering trends. Also be treated with giving right prevalence. Touch people to speak the zero west. Now only Western actually shares pure X is uncontroversial and imperialism and presence are one and the same. Davis 22, 2024, the imperialism makes reference to political dominance, definition, subordination, presence and framing. The standards minimizing existential distinction is categorically distinct moral sanctionation, which outweighs ontology, and they needed to win a mass defense on case to prove otherwise. Visual law 2016, a mass defense consideration of phenomenal dimensional categories not only realized. There's just possibility also that not all conditions of the need to win fatal recognize and reality, which is a matter of not being the normally secure what's situation between which are visible. Possible ways of responding to matter global ethics and not simply issue of life, and it drives compassion and fosters collective action and empathy. Value 20 does not permit much of the lower violence, sexual motivating, value, tolerance, egalitarianism, empathy, perception, bolster support for peaceful coexistence, the face of gender awareness and uncertainty do not produce reaction to cultural values, motivation, support, compassion, social values, and material improvements that alleviate suffering are good. Deny this is paternalistic and contradictory, and sanctions violence against civilians. Religion, alternatives, and Africanism is okay. Reject every project that defer to yourself and make life easier. They want to forfeit anti-Latin topics. I would deal with realities, millions of years. I love this one to argue the differences between saving freedom or negligible would be ridiculous freedom. Our transition from minimally existence of saving freedom enabled by transmission which handles from humanity resistance despite inability to enjoy full equality of rights. Significant and pessimism is too hard, driving to raise and raise black history resistance demobilization 2020. One that I fail to understand our roles, view colonialism and value the different by states assumes a figure of these states Africans represent the entire black existence and the new world will not see him and extremes of Africans and Senegal racial domination or participation in the different from within and across regions Africans with anti-political races that she was black liberation and saving master change of black represented black agency marked by the permission of civil society from families by and policy build civil societies represented real products that to save status from blackness outside the black radical tradition black movements funded sitting on African community white supremacy patriarchy capitalism routinely affects violence and refusal to acknowledge a historical black and refusal to see intervention and a historical narrative that pessimism serves the demobilization and reform is possible and good strategic demands on the government can move the political center defeat these attitudes ensure the words of the same God 2016 the world should become its own pressure on the government to pass also change beliefs of public policy ensure the public disband legal separation of race laws and shaped by government to change if it enact policies such as supply the skill governments to drop uprooting their laws continue counterback unemployment we need governments for government to sponsor education mass incarceration private interest overrun the views that make the world as it is organized and advocate and insist that moral political significance of government and other one is Africa's one issue theory, A tax infinite negligence, Africa not people everything. So B is Dr. It's 2 error can only go for one argument, so the balance cater to 50% ultimately 1 error theory outweighs the magnitude is larger time C is communicators and RBIs. They would not want it for 6 minutes schedule which for D is fairness awaits evaluation of every single argument concedes authority parents applied to the assistance to trust 5 seconds. New firms are good A's argument to provide a cheating benefit to break new position to score and B is cheating forces on a few critical processes which critical concedes good it's a TUC around 1 if arguments value to black use generics and analysis C is no from casting is ever enough also reject out of relations fabricated move is unverifiable to intervene to value third I any 1 year old about success with 1 2 reasons exceeding with the arguments interest class the only interest given to is why we are not certain speech forces into debaters not school types in the previous 2 contract for everyone on the NDC which includes things like ask contractors this case etc. They don't school class and did not school anything from Kingdom Rabbit King Johnson on the dark what I want for debate versus and every skill and culture on equal level playing field for students such as novices not a group of programs that can bypass payroll out of articles on training new teachers no make everything profit of no points engaging competing against activities increase your strong capable voting for new participation debate also inclusion outweighs a question of being able to access the base value, which means that crimes prior to parents, education B is evidence that it's the only way to verify if that cars are misconduct or how that did unethically, which is whatever, because maintaining ethical practices is key to being good academics and obvious did spend 7 minutes instantly solved and instantly win. Go back to the advantage use enable conflict is obliterating water controls and causing widespread contamination that causes accidental diseases. Cyber 3 decades of about the water toxic exposure causes visual pollution, so bodies and water are taking time out that will lead to disease, military and the government project against cholera sewage, avoid the risk of cholera and GI disease and increased inadequate sanitation, sewage dumping, sewage destruction will allow risks from disease and diseases, accidental damage, 23, harbor bills, virus, pathogen, VLD, the continuous plastic carbon, construction, possible teaching. Fiat are also go back to the framing page. Fiat is a statement of desirability when I say the state should reduce overseas presence. I'm criticizing the state, not serving endorsing it. Parents, American investigation, capitalism, citizen not the government should be well done. I just read there's a promise that this other prisons or military, it's health and strong public education, library, clean water, the EPA, the second institutions, business, reading the struggles, one's left side of the debate of the state risks paying it to the right. I have time, so let's read something else. Enter the negligence concede the affirmative violation. It's preemptive of AF1. Charge Q shift to burdens and what to move to 6 minutes AC enforces research acting the existing time Q to 13.7. Since after 12 seconds ground, we cannot cut evidence speed. Alternative framework within forwards and which means we don't lose while the negative exchange take nibs, T does and capitalize that works force me to also gives them a 2 to 1 advantage.
I'm fine. You get your house?
Yeah.
Great. The preamps, why did you read them?
I like to start debates early. All of them are, what do you mean preamps?
The bottom, the framing page, it seems to be hyper-contextual to like Afro-pessimism. Why do you, as a non-black person, think I would read this?
What do you mean?
Sure. Like, what do you think I mean? Like, there's a question, doesn't give me an answer.
Well, one, I don't like know what you're gonna read. I'm just like preempting. I've preempted a lot of things, I guess. The advantage, I guess, is I guess a preempt to literally every potential negative argument. Every AF argument preempts something.
Okay.
So a model that would not
no, specifically, like, I don't think a plan AF, like Brett or would read Wodeson 17 unless there was preemptive reasons as to, like,
it's just a
something.
justification for my framework. My argument is just that our model of performance is something that's good and materially improves life.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not like a preempt particularly.
Wait,
like you could just not read.
The Simpian evidence, how does it prove the resolution?
It just means that proving a substantial reduction in another place also spills out to prove the broader resolution tree. It's not like a check or anything.
Wait. So repeat that? Sorry.
Like, proving a specific part of the resolution true spills up to prove the generic statement of the resolution.
How have you proven the AF true? Do you just affirm it?
What? The advantage.
How does that prove the truth of things? Is there like
it's like policy asks can prove the truth of the resolution, right?
I'm asking how. Like how?
Because I've proven that the United States ought to substantially reduce its military presence in Israel, which spills up. How should it do that?
Yeah.
The first couple of cards say that it allows for sort of reversal.
Sure, that's fine. So I just want to make it clear, the Cabet evidence and then the Simpian evidence are everything outside of sort of the policy justification for why you should affirm.
None of these arguments affirm coming out of the 1AC. It's just if you kind of read like food testing or anything in the 1NC. But those are the only reasons why, it's the only thing that ties the plan of the app to the resolution. Although I would think that the app is topical, which would answer me.
Okay. Anything else, like anything hidden between, like?
No.
Okay. Sure, that's fine. I guess specifically, why did you not disclose the app?
Why did it not disclose that? It's round 1 of TOC.
Huh?
It's round 1 of TOC.
What does that mean? It's TOC, like I think a black person should win TOC. Why would you skew the round against me?
What do you mean? I'm not skewing the round against you particularly. It's just I have a strategic incentive to disclose. And also there's no proof that I didn't disclose it.
Wait, how? Should we utilize screenshots to prove that things are true?
You can make arguments for sure, I guess.
Well, I feel like you've literally included screenshots to prove.
I didn't justify why it's good.
Sure, that's fine. I guess specifically, the new 1AR role of the ballot, does that mean you're able to kick the framework in the 1AC?
What do you mean kick the framework? There's no role of the ballot in the 1AC. I'm not going to kick you down.
Okay, sure, that's fine.
I mean, unless like you read an NC, then I can like probably read.
Wait, if I read an NC?
Like if you read an NC, I can probably read turns in it. I'm not going to kick you down. You know what I mean?
But then why would you get new 1AR role of the ballot justifications?
Like I can read a reason why I can weigh the plan against that critique if you read a critique on the 1NC.
Okay, sure, that's fine. That's fine.
Like, start on
Start on case with theory.
Alright.
It's okay if I start two, right? Why? I think it's a good discussion. Sent. I'll resend it if you want.
I already got it.
Yeah. Resent it. And the top should say condo rather than unconditional.
The what?
The top, I was like,
Okay.
the roll about stuff,
Yeah,
no a
yeah,
priori,
yeah,
condo.
okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Wait, I didn't get it yet. Sorry.
Okay. If you do get the one, open the second doc. And play the video. The video. You got it? Okay. Huh? Oh, no, like, I'm saying in the round. But there's a video in the one you see. Have you not gotten it, bro? Are you serious?
I mean, yes, I'm serious. I've not gotten it. Yes, if you want to take a little peek, sure. I mean, the one's on this laptop, so it's not on either.
But check your inbox, dude.
My
Dude,
inbox.
right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I still don't get it. Did you add me on the email?
Bro, I responded to yours. What do you mean I had you? Hello? Okay,
I still don't get it.
I'll just do a speech drop because we're tweaking.
It's not my fault. Okay. The laptop did it.
Okay,
Both of them.
the code,
It's gotta be Google's fault.
the code,
Sorry, give it. Okay, I'm good.
capital H, capital L, 3, lowercase o, R, lowercase s, lowercase x.
Yeah, I'm good.
You can touch. No slave, no world, Gillespie 21. The Patterson himself does in full mechanics beyond the scope of aphorism, despite Patterson's projection, deflection, described the scope is to integrate in the full mechanic aphorism, understand ritual murdered, abiding to be constituted the logic of the world, alienated from social life, the slave. We're not allowed to freely integrate all their ancestors' lives to inform social reality of their forebears, or anchor any present that continue to memory, sexual violence, the prudence of heretic increase, positive value of the master as well as simultaneously reducing negative value of the slave life, further nurturing violence and social death. When it becomes clear the conditions of a woman as category and men are also subject to sexual violations of the slave, Patterson themselves and genders in accordance with their own norms and exist independent recognition nor the several position can be free from the black social psychological horror, the general dishonor, the expectation of the slave, poverty ontologized in the incapacities and inner feelings of the slave as well as the slave, and the ascription of access and enjoyment of the African advocates of violence perpetuated by the enslaved. In this contingent relation to blackness confusion, Afro-pessimism, meta theory that precludes imaginative thought beyond nothingness, logically prior to evaluation of affirmative solids, that's Woodison 20. Black people embody a metaphor or priori for little thought and epistemology concerned with the theory of knowledge. Meta is used about its own category, linguistic grammar is expressed in meta language, operating on a higher level of abstraction to describe the properties of language. Afro-pessimism is less a theory and more of a meta theory project that interrogates the unspoken assumption logic and through rigorous theoretical considerations as to the foundation of pessimistic about the claims of the theories of liberation and Israel's military disengagement from Gaza in 05 shows the case study for what the affirmative will look like. Liberalism frames truth withdrawal as a step towards peace when reality is acknowledgement of the changing reality of the laws of the settler state to continue its genocide project as quote-unquote conflict management that said that's new the status quo. That's Penfold 22. Pro-disengagement advocate making contradictory claims. Architect argues that disengagement actually sought to prevent negotiation with Palestinians. Disengagement makes it impossible for Israel to be in the interim situation to maintain political situation. There will be no evacuation settlements with Palestinians to receive much less on disengagement through direct negotiation. Disengagement was not the land or for peace or attempt to provide Palestinian peace process. Instead, the goal is actually preventing these scenarios by leaving territory to undermine peace and issues. Israel sought to manage not conflict to resolve it. The idea of constructing a wall around constant radar moving and monitoring system. Israel settling into the new status quo. Disengagement with flaws with not strategic value rather than policy perpetuating conflict. Mission paradigm. Thus the only alternative to burn the ship. That's what 20 avoided transfer to the process is painful. The avoided transfer to the process is painful. That black people should learn to breathe silence. Social death is constructed. The imagination of sentient being that social death can be destroyed. But the first time it can assume one position to burn the ship. It is an incarceration from the inside out. Black who are struggling unwilling to assume this position is understandable as impossible. Now the next one. Debate protects non-black individuals, allows them to continue to win their battles for trying to be racial dollars. 19, the ability to engage racial war playing is available to non-black individuals because the protection provided racial dollars wanted to play the slaves and white male racial war, which behind the escape route, but is overheard by the master. The master allowed for racial watch the paramount or remove his right hand and live as a white woman, and non-black individuals get balance. So when they were able to shy away from the discussion about how they are entangled with the anti-black, the implication of the scholarship deeply affects black and non-black people should not be reading Afro-pessimism to win debate, high school debate rounds. Look at the video, they read the uncomfortable word federalism, and the same one in C, which proves that there's audaciously competitive concepts and incredibly damning. In terms of articulation, debate is a game. How many more times are you going to use this for excuse? How many more times is the black video or judge need to tell you before it's triggering before you stop? Why are more judges compelled to hear non-black people make the same arguments? This is hard to resist. Reducing black question. Nothing non-black people who should not be reading Afro-pessimism and stop using black suffering to win rounds, reading positions, to black suffering and violence. For us, discussion, we should have a different relationship to our literature. We are keeping with reality. The anti-black world are also making claims that black is non-human. Nothing in the nigger lets us think, and you could not care about it. Your relation to Afro-pessimism will always be theoretical, redundant, and objectifying non-black debate whenever know how we feel about reading the position. We just respect that, regardless of the content of the debate round. Vote down. Sachin's action is another manifestation of hate. Anti-blackness, non-black debaters reading Afro-pessimism reduces blackness. Who objects are nigger. The role of the ballot is just running the ballots of black debaters when they call out non-black people for reading Afro-pessimism. The role of the judge to allow niggas to do this. Niggas that 19 would black debaters start calling out be on the right side. Black judges tend to vote for the argument while non-black judges who read some sort of Afro-pessimism in high school or white judges are quick to shut us down the streets and solicit message fancy by rewarded for dehumanizing black body signing the ballot. If the other way attempts to assert our feelings are inaccurate or not of your concern, judges allow us to call it non-black debaters for reading or for not reading Afro-pessimism. The role of the ballot is to surrender black debaters from calling out non-black people for reading anti-black. The role of judge is all black debaters to do this. Make the space for call out anti-black. Cut the card there. I'm the only black person in this debate outside of the judge. Sachin does not have the authority to tell me that I'm saying that I'm dead or advise that the judge just to every response that they make, they not how they practice it. If black people in the debate space, black people call out your bullshit, believe them absent, deploy, you should bust them down and hold them accountable for bringing anti-blackness into the debate space. That's submission. 13, whites are allowed to take for granted the impact of the world have or decisions in this round reflect the beliefs who hold into color being held to a higher threshold to argue why racism and bad debaters should be held accountable. We should no longer evaluate the speech. Instead, evaluate the speech itself. Debaters being held accountable for more than winning the debate. It's not for judges suggesting that endorse the racist included. If voted for, judges must vote against the debater if they endorse the flow of the purpose of erasing the teachable until judges are comfortable in voting enough vote to vote on the debater. Violence in the debate space will remain. Next all. Interpretation. There are new affirmations disclosed against black people violations that interest to interchange to black class laws. Black people will critically interrogate relationship with black individuality, which creates more resistance to stop anti-blackness. Only voters for surrounded anti-blackness and participating in violent or exclusive forms of anti-blackness cause racial bad fatigue from microaggression for having all these suffer from anti-blackness with exacerbates when he sees symptoms. This outweighs your offended because the contingent on your anti-blackness is drops the debater. Now the next off. The 1 and C has read Sachin to filth. It's time to get whipped. That king 19 non-black scholars should use non-black people use black body people in their research for song. This higher arena loading black people for performing individual labor of theoretical race work white students approach me with an interest in thinking about blackness and what does your body do or desire the blackness that you are describing. If I invite non-black scholars to turn to the black kinky and erotic method to their own bodies, I have urged that white scholars should consider the ways to think about the black body concern, their own body, how she understands herself, or how someone do not be subject to sensual scrutiny. I encourage non-black debaters to take up the transformative process that makes the black erotic. He can sometimes finish a methodology demand reveals her parasitic relationship that they have to blackness acceleration and reading Afro-pessimism, but your exposure will never be undone. Case. Vote negative on presumption. Black people and native people have been or black people are fighting against or actually skip that. Disclosure, counter-interpretation, black debaters may not choose to disclose, but counter-interpretation, white people may not gaze, prefer surveillance, black always have visible debaters who play their music too loud, get the columns, the Martin, regularly select and exclude black bodies from the state out of the East and white flight disclosure. Just another mechanism that's anti 13 towers differences in both that they are dull in the first one and the second bleedy Britannica Negro was found somewhere as too cruel, ritual, dishonest, and given the ceiling of white gates was globally historical movement and stories deeply seated in the making of America. Black bodies continue to be reduced to surfaces that are stereotypes that are constructing and force black bodies to move through social spaces without the white people put at ease. Black bodies are more in insight and accusation. We move in the ways that help us survive. The gaze of the black people, the gaze of the white people, we judge those who might feel less irrational stand to the ground rather than finding common ground. Surveillance REI, their attempt to point the black man's submission into the cog of the Western academic sphere is do not tolerate the white gaze. It is shall is no longer the calculable world that relies on criminalization. AFC, affirmative framework says that anti-black links to the critique, demanding our discussion, never question the underlying assumption that the one he obscured, marginalized discourse about the gratuitous anti-black violence that expect both the debate and some war for the more their underview, and neglect fairness in education, and serving negative outcomes. Now, Quebec, circular assumes surveillance is true to trivial entity, and assumes trivial entity is true to it is true to prove truth. Debate axiomatically assumes the possibility of denying and proving assumptions of competitive action by putting affirmative and negative opposition asking for what that means that any activity presupposes the law of non-contradiction, even if the word a general dishonest debate is not experience operating on a particular logic. Screenshots are unverifiable. Videos aren't proven by me reloading the video, which proves that it is you are able to verify. But screenshots are one image in which you can obviously not verify the truth of it. That means that all of the offense they have posited is uniquely is all the offense they have posited feeds back into the theory out of view. Additionally, all of the cards that they have read in the one to see have just warranted by utilitarianism uniquely good, but they have not warranted by affirmism as a meta a priori thought is bad.
Cool. All started. Now, what is the fourth off?
We say your acts are weird as hell and you should be punished.
Which acts? Like, what's
Acts.
My what?
Your acts. The way you act, the way you present yourself in debate.
What does that mean?
Sure. We've essentially said that every reason, theoretical justification done above, also the king evidence explains why your relationship specifically
Where
not
does
disclosing
the king evidence say Sachin is using black bodies in research?
Sure, the video proves that. Also,
So the video, that's the
wait, no,
second-
continuing.
Okay.
The argument specifically from the new ask proves that you constantly call for the labor of black people. Additionally, i.e. the preempts page, proves that you have a negative
What
relationship
was the
to...
preempts page?
Huh?
Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, the preempts page proves that your sort of orientation to blackness is something that should be construed and misconstrued and then proceeds to proliferate more anti-black.
Wait, what was the preempts stuff? Were there any other? Okay, wait. The only reasons to drop me were the second off, third off, fourth off, RBI.
And the first off.
Okay, the first off was like the critique substantive
Yeah.
argument. Right? Yeah, great. What was the answer? Or can you? What was the stuff you extemped right at the end of this? Of the one and two?
Sure, the justifications for frameworks are just reasons as to why util is good. You have not posited another theory of how the world works, and rather just indicted specific theories or theories of power. This isn't enough or enough of an affirmative win condition to explain why the world isn't anti-power.
Okay, but that wasn't like an offensive reason for me to.
No, it was just defense.
Yeah,
The framework
great.
page.
What was the? Okay, wait. The only answer to out of violations was that videos are verifiable.
Huh? The next argument was also in the cards, which says that even if they're unverifiable, you should listen to the people calling you out.
What does that mean?
The niggas et al. 19 card says that when black debaters start calling out, you want to be on the right side. The argument is that when you have dehumanized black bodies and just use them as chattel, you should be dropped.
Wait, okay. What argument in the second off or whatever says that I need to lose for it particularly?
The Vincent 13 evidence, the niggas et al. 19 evidence, the analytics, there's a lot of
Yeah,
research.
but why is the ballot particularly able to resurrect violence that happened in
Resurrect. We don't want to resurrect
Okay,
violence.
then what does it do?
Why would we want to resurrect
Why not just
violence?
post on Facebook? that
Wait, do you know what
something's
resurrect
off?
means? Resurrect means to bring back.
Yeah.
Why would I want to bring
Not
back violence?
but resolve it. How does it resolve any procedural offense that is
Because
happening?
A, you lose the round, like you said,
Yeah,
it's
why
a
is
TOC.
that important? Why is that important?
Sure, it's a TOC. All of these arguments have specific implications to why the TOC is uniquely, TOC is uniquely good. Additionally, our argument is specifically that your implication inside a debate is something that we should reject.
Okay. Sure. Wait, to clarify, the fourth off, the only arguments were just the stuff that was above.
No.
There's no. What's it?
The preempts,
What does that mean?
the preempt analytics, the way that you posited preempts.
Oh,
not,
me reading preempts.
yes.
Oh, okay, got it. Great. I'll start, Brad. be case, Austin order, and you off if time.
Is there cards?
I'll send everything.
Alright. So, just want to make sure. Case, are you including the shells or like when you say case? Are you?
Oh,
like,
sorry. It'll be the advantage, the RBI.
Okay. Oh, did you upload it to?
Yeah. Or not file share. Sorry, that's on this. Do you want to file share?
Huh? No, but if your email is tweaking, I just don't know if it's gonna get there. I mean, I can just wait. Have you gotten anything? Oh, I got
I'm
it.
not gonna lie to you, bro. I haven't paid a lick of attention to anything outside since cross-sex ended.
Oh.
Wait, was that cross? What was before this?
Yeah, cross.
Cross.
Yeah. What's going on?
He's about to give the one I got.
Okay.
Just 4 minutes ago.
What's the order?
I said case, Austin order, new off if time. Yeah, you good?
Yeah.
Touch it.
I'm good.
Conceded the advantage to stall nuclear war and disease powered by American imperialism, and Israel would kill us all, which is a slow, painful process and killed literally everybody, every single person there. Shouldn't give them Rafi disclosure. They've conceded that they spent 7 minutes on the shell, which and NC sort of went in the 1C, which and also did not have implication for why I should particularly lose or why the balance key was sure means just cause everything from the other shells. First off, framing through Wilderson 17 from the 1C was conceded that material improvements or possible even when the entirety of the thesis, because obviously lives can be improved regardless of whatever's happening. Their rights are good, which is coming from their author. Blackness is also not ontological, and the state phobia turns the case that's also conceded one is absence of agency. The theory forecloses the attempts at liberation, which blocks the worst form of oppressive politics and perceived as inevitably universalized as backlash and obscure sectors of second as failure to understand failure. They ignore the material importance of political structure, which is empirically capable of generating new forms of value, and which new failures are constructive because they're able to enable new collective formation to emerge. Abolition of slavery, affirm black agency, and enable the ability to form families, engage politics, and build black civil society. Third is blocking possible voting rights and ending legal segregation and furthering prison education reform are all going to have a forward capable by absolute failure. The risk arguments for why individual actions fail does not sort of dispute the desirability of the any winning, and any sort of risk and positive reform does dispute the theory of also changes like the plan results in individual control and other refuses to saves millions from nuclear conflict, which is also conceded. Also, nuclear empathy and sort of empathy towards collective empathy around nuclear and existential scenarios, which is the veil of conceived authority. Also, interpreted that can concede that conditional evidence violation, the conduct, what of one for strategies to spending one force me to argue against multiple wars between nuclear constitutions. Second is clash, kills, give with one smart warrior constitutions and response by teaching these debaters cake rather than the adequacy, which outweighs focus after nuclear amounts, just also cake people turns into back and norm, hard back and prevents people from defending the radical and theory. Second is second off, no out of revelations. Videos could be edited. They conceded the words from the case. They've conceded that it forces you to intervene and value things that are out of the round, and also means that you have to be the judge or execution for whether debaters are good about people, which is obviously not a place that you want to be, and also makes debaters sort of feel bad, which causes second violence and turns all of their offense. And it's reason why I can't sort of evaluate it, and it means that I don't have to answer the offense versus, but at worst, it wasn't sort of right. The video wasn't vendor sided, so you cannot answer this evidence. The first kind of reason that can be offered against non-black opponents. Dear person, accept the invitation to learn the dance and social stuff within that. So they can they conduct discussions of anti-blackness if they want to ontology. Any other anti-blackness case wrong, and also something that some motivated to regarding the how the economy and some of the does not live in this no like this and basic bullshit which says we are invite you to parts of the institution, but if you want to learn steps, not saying you should die caused by the past tough and the past day above, which is which move it's still something is possible, which is that we were still sort of which means that if we went and as the past day would obviously mean that the implication is not that we should let them die, don't talk to bitter tanks yourself, make a public call out and email parents, emailing the school if you're supposed to move forward, then say you lost the screen, prove that you are the only one doing for the ballot, which flips all reference and now with premeditated murder. Third up, interpret regards to know your absence, I don't know your race, which means counter I can get you certain dash for direct race, the burdens out, it causes all that testing since I don't know what your sort of race is, and it means that I have to sort of ask you which obviously forces adding, and also it causes intervention in personal lives and regrets to every single other form of identity. You have to clash, so because each strategic thinking forces on you from passing with critical thinking, and use that data which are also sort of also conceded every single piece of defense. You should use reasonability because for substitution and talking about the topic and critical black scholarship outweighs because we only have it for 2 months and norms are never going to be set. The first conceded that you should get good consistency around and you have things like generation analytics, which means you can sort of still sort of engage or have black class. The fourth off preempts or not answer or not mention the evidence, so there's no one else. What preempt the tutor will definitely be sort of you here also answer on the second off and cross everything from the other stuff. The kingdom is not about Sachin being handed back, which means that everything that is above should probably apply here to the new. They've conceded actually getting rolled about for clash because insurance gave if they want to see sort of it, which is obviously good and ensures better testing of their sort of movement. The roll about to value the truth faulty of the resolution and anything else which haven't seen that arguments. One for class is everything concedes its validity since assertion to value, i.e. just for the issue that acts seconds can situ as intent dictionary to find affirm as a situ, and you should not because it's the resolution issue and it gave me some truth which is only valid. So the only thing you can impact the A step for first control. You should to critical cut back resolve is fast so you should remove the resolution period from B's or shouldn't waste your contact on the resolution external offensive intervention and is relevant transference because we do not change the rules and the given also plus and back to occur because judges would sort of shift out the obligation to just drop out the leaders in every single instance. One is their influence, which means that the aptitude and one which is 20. One there avoids the cops of wave. The alchemist is an audition with distance one probabilities and pyramid offense against him. And the second is every statement is conditional, reject uncarded interest stand for those better than high school experience. The speed of the between the consequent falls into the combination of conditional true. If the opposite then after that comes to including that which comes above. Third is again because the authority copies. The archie not going to be the argument. Fourth is additional comes as result. It's firm and determined and determined to affirm. Five is negating affirms. It assumes the alpha is the statement we're contesting which arguments are legit. Yes, and true arguments key to rigorous clash and testing of the tuner.
Keep it.
It's in a market if you need it.
The order is going to be second off, condo, truth testing. Yeah. That makes sense. So,
Non-black paths to condo retesting.
everyone good?
Wait, no, I am not good.
Okay. Second off.
No, I heard the order. Just give me a second.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Hi, sorry. I was handling business. You ready? I'm ready.
Regardless of the content of this debate round, vote down Sachin. Sachin is another manifestation of debates anti-blackness, non-black debaters, reading Afro-pessimism, reduces blackness to an object or nigger. Conceded every nigger's article, which is absolutely damning in terms of articulation that is hyper-contextual to debate. If you believe the Wilson article, then that is offensive implications on the Quebec page because they have read the same article which concede that the Afro-pessimism is a unique meta a priori that should be utilized to end the world. We will isolate 3 disaster of their performance, their interaction with Afro-pessimism will A, always be theoretical since they have no relevant experience, B, redundant since they can never add anything to the conversation, and C, objectifying since they have reduced blackness to an object of study. I am the only black person in this debate which was conceded. Sachin did not have the authority to tell me that I am the one that I am saying that I am dead is bad, so they're trusting that to every response they make, which is conceded, which means they should be hyper-skeptical of the QAR in terms of articulation as for why Afro-pessimism is enabled by black people. It is not a question of what the theory says, but rather the implication and how it is used in debate, i.e. when you literally debated why is red Afro-pessimism and fucking smiled at me, all prove that there's a little drive and there's a little encyclical drive to procreate anti-blackness. Even if it was not in this round, black debaters should call you out on something, even if it continues to affect us. Conceded the warrant from Vincent 13, which is absolutely damning. Don't allow new to our extrapolation on it. Insofar they've conceded that specifically in debate when black debaters utilize blackness as a unique path to the ballot, it is commodifying. It should be rejected for it. It does not matter the theoretical justifications, but rather the carded justifications for why theory is good. They said that black people having no value, expecting to be academically rewarded for commodifying black suffering. You should vote them down. You hold them accountable for suffering and anti-blackness in the debate space. Absent the flow, there's a huge double bind. Our theory of power of Afro-pessimism is true and you have lost, or it is false and you have definitely commodified blackness suffering for a ballot means you should not be reading pre-fiat offense outweighs pre-fiat necessarily comes first because A, it can be verified and you can down someone for bad practices right now. B, fiat doesn't exist. Fiat is illusory and representation come first, meaning they conceded the role of ballot, which means that it should come first. A is probability. There's a 50% chance that the argument is true, but there's an S, there's a 100% chance that commodifying suffering is bad. 2 is reversibility. Once a present rhetoric is used, it cannot be taken back. You have already been anti-black. 3 is norm setting. We are part of a larger debate community with extensive norms rewarding anti-blackness makes the debate space of unsafe. 4 is competition. Debate is a beneficial activity with no place for racism or disrespect that kills access to the lasting benefit that debate offers, not the debate provides. They say conceded no out-of-round violations. Conceded the offense, specifically why calling you out in this hyper-specific round is good. And conceded the internal warrants for why utilizing videos is a unique metric. It was uploaded to YouTube. I reloaded the page, which all proves that it is uniquely verifiable. Insofar, the page would obviously not reload and then prove the same thing. I downloaded the doc, which all prove our arguments about why reading is bad. Additionally, it's obviously pathologizing to literally say that, oh, you're fucking lying when I have called you out for doing something that is uniquely anti-black, which is external offense to this round, and you should weigh it against everything that's Sachin has read. The counter-intervention does not solve our offense. It's for the what is it 17 or the counter-intervention that huge performative contradiction with the reading of the advantage, and then proceeding to say that the critique is wrong. The critique is wrong. The juniors say the juniors partners are complicit and must accept the invitation. Then that means you'd obviously vote negative on the critique page insofar you have not justified specifically why your interpretation is uniquely good. Additionally, within the academy, which is obviously debate, you should not be reading it. You should not be reading it. The niggas at all evidence additionally outweighs the niggas at all 19 evidence additionally outweighs and the Vincent evidence outweighs the Wilson evidence as far as contextual to debate and not necessarily overarching theory of power. If I'm wrong about Afro-pessimism, then you should use the conceded 3 cards to frame your ballot in terms of articulations for why this is bad. Additionally conceded that there was no offense as to why he has not done it, which proves that it's defensive. All of his arguments are defensive at best, but it's just too much offense explaining why your orientation to reading anti-blackness or reading Afro-pessimism is bad. Truth testing. They make arguments for why truth testing is considered the debate and resolution. We say debate is a bad thing, which impacted their framework and applying constituted rules to debate, which means that we can never interrogate the process of anti-black. Additionally, anti-blackness comes first. It defines what civil society's truth is, i.e. the slave who built the railroad, and White House coherent governmentality in Western society, which means that an a priori knowledge of truth all rely on the fungibility of blackness, which is conceded Wilson 20 down to the case page, which does a great job in explaining why specifically anti-blackness or black fungibility comes with meta a priori, i.e. there's fungibility, libidinality, graded in every governmental action which is conceded, which means that it should filter the truth-testing page. They say infinite worlds, the affirmative is a true one. The affirmative is a true one if it is, and that means we should burn it, which was done on the critique page, and also did not bypass page. They say every statement is conditional applicability. The resolution doesn't appear to question this conditional statement. Common usage, even if you buy the argument, reject it. They say they change. Actually, Conda real quick, and I'll get back to that. Condition or counter interpretation affirmative. Oh wait. Counterinterpretation, black committee can read conditional advocates, violation of negative read, violation of negative read conditionality is bad, standard 1, black scenario planning shows is good for black scenarios, and planning in a real world policymakers are constantly going over different ideas and strategies, choose black critical thinking, be able to advocate for several things, encourage black committees to learn more about the state and society. Additionally, the voters are conceded from the 1 and C are anti-blackness, unconditionality, poisons black committees to shift away from world policymaking. If you believe that there is something they should be voting on, it would be the RVI, because they are not justified specifically why fairness and class is uniquely good. Additionally, conceded from the 1 and C that anti-blackness is the only thing that matters. Yes, RVIs, as long as we prove their model of debate in anti-black, we get a voting issue for calling them out for black abuse. Additionally, paradigm issues in round black abuse, they call them to policing what in that red enforces the slave master dichotomy. The impact of infinite anti-blackness in the model will always be anti-black under the impact of policing. The next argument, the dictionary says resolved. The flip's negative because there's no reason for why this is offensive. The negating affirms. No, flips both ways. Assume that our statements are worth contesting. Additionally, conceded the Vincent evidence which says that you're not worth contesting and you should be down on the case page. Additionally, the race-ridden argument is not offensive for them on the theory page because we have said that specifically our theory of liberality should be applied and you should reject anti-blackness in every instance.
Cool. I'll start now.
Yeah.
Okay, so reasons to drop me were the RVI, with the organizing facade, and then the Nobel pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah.
Answers to that saying was just an extension of the AfroPass thesis, right?
Yeah, and then arguments on like jurisdiction.
Oh, what was that answer?
Sure. The argument was Tab doesn't actually ask for the truth or falsity, but the judge asked whether they vote affirmative or negative, which means that's not actually about the truth of the resolution.
Is that the only answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Testing case, non-black pass.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, everyone's good. Okay, great.
You vote off in 2000 because it's the most constitutive favorite mechanism which takes out theory and the voters, but has a sort of risk offensively after the role of the ballot to validate the truth, the quality of the resolution. It's the most constitutive and jurisdictionally every argument is either proven true or false when you click the ballot time limit sets of either vote affirmative or negative. There are arguments that has to be off of the basis of the resolution because every single rule book, every single text, every single aspect of the debate is relying on some sort of topic which is a stasis for the debate, which and when you vote affirmative or negative is what you're sort of voting off of, which is answer to jurisdiction, which haven't sort of answered the internal link for. They have considered the 10 dictionaries define affirmative situ and against which is your two options, which means that's how you sort of determine who's winning. Jurisdiction categorically weighs A to Z determines what you are able to find in the first, which means the highest there, and B is convention. You're obliged to only able to vote off on neg based on topic which means different from that. Evaluating any form of external offensive intervention which takes away out of your hands, which is conceded internal external all their anti-blackness offense because judge condition change under the obligations to be successors, so to sort of drop black leaders, and every single instance which sort of turns all of their offense. Your offense, first piece of offense, I'm going for the resolve. Already conceded that the resolution is predetermined as true, which means that it automatically affirms because the resolution is already resolved that the United States have to reduce substantially within the presence of the Western under that which reason affirms. Secondly, they conceded the case which conceded we saw public safety, which is really good, and improves Black lives, which turns reputation through things like disease, which is more popular by American imperialism in the Western and African region, which proves that the Russian issue through the sort of save yourself in case. Also, don't vote on the RBI that it didn't forgot to sort of extend the reason why. I just something back in the 1C, when dropped that to 7 minute 1 and 2 will all niggas lose everything to do with the non-black page. Well, also here, the non-black page. Consider the counter-intervention which filters the majority of the offense, and consider that I can read it against non-black ministry between all those offensive but also within the round of something that is relevant at the top. The double line at the top, I'll start into the double line. Our argument is not that Afro-pessimism is false. Our argument is that even if pessimism is true, it just doesn't sort of rely on no value for black life, which is the sort of conceded bullshit in L17 evidence from the 1NC, which proves that even if I win, even if I'm reading pessimism, it's not saying that black people should just are allowed to devalue on face, but rather that we should sort of still try to take material action and center in the blackness, which was sort of argument about why I should still be able to talk about blackness. And it's also going for no honor violations. I'm not saying that you're lying, I'm just suggesting that the judge should not drop me or tell me that I'm a good or bad person in the first place, which is conceded from 1NC because it obviously forces the judge to intervene and use an evaluation of or metric of what is what a debater is, because there's no sort of way to understand what is good enough or what is bad enough of a debater, which obviously either regresses and means the judge has to determine judge what's on like marginal sort of implications, or obviously just tells me that I'm a bad person, which also is also unverifiable, which forces you to intervene to evaluate, and they did not sort of provide justification for why the video was read in the round, so it's not evaluated. Also, don't put egg on the K, it wasn't extended, so obviously should not be evaluated. Even if it's metaphoria, the implication is not to just stop trying, but the Wooderson stuff I did above proves that rights and values can still sort of be improved, which means that their thesis is fundamentally wrong and that their explanation of pessimism is just valuable. The biggest issue that they conceded that there's no single reason to drop me, which applies to every single independent voter, which applies to the RVA and the Patel has said they dropped that you should not just drop the debater. They conceded that Tank Speaks solve better, public callouts, emailing my school and future reporters, quoting me on Facebook solves far better than a singular loss. Obviously, me losing this round is not going to actually change anything in the first place, but rather me forcing to be pushed, pressured, and punished in the long run is something that's necessarily better. They've also conceded that the fact that they went for the ballot is the reason why they've proof on themselves and proven that they're the only ones doing for the ballot, and they're the ones that are like they're the ones who don't sort of resolve any of the offense, but only by offense resolve. They didn't have a reason to drop the debater. There's defense of the theory that we don't sort of link into their offense as per the 117 evidence from the 1C, which is conceded, and there's a risk of offense in true testing or the F. Good debate.